Hi, and welcome to BONITA'S Kitchen, and thank you for joining us. Well, we're excited today to bring several recipes for using your caramelized onions. I'm going to show you how to make caramelized onions, and we're going to implement them into a few different recipes. If this interests you and you're excited to know how, stick around and let's get started.
Join us by the sea, a journey in culinary, always an open door. Bonita's Kitchen to yours. Bonita's Kitchen, to yours.
We're going to cut the onion in half, down through the stem of the onion. And you notice that the onion has got grades this way, and this is what we're going to follow when we cut it. So I'm showing you this because I want for you to see it. So pretty much you're cutting it on a slant this way. I don't think you're going to see me do it this way, but pretty much that's the way you're going to do it, with a sharp knife that you're going to watch you don't cut your fingers. You're going to cut it on that grade until it's all done. And it's almost like a wedge, but it's very small. So pretty much that's all I'm doing there. Raymond is sliding down the side there, and thank you for putting up with me and all of my grumpiness. I'm going to cut that one there as well. But I just
go for a raisin salad.
He is, yes. So you get all these grades there, and you're just going to cut like this until it's all done. And I'm using a medium onion, but you use what you got available. Let's turn off my kettle. I was just boiling and Raymond getting it ready for that cup of tea,
Ready for
right?
a spot of tea, yes.
You know, right? So I'm going to put a chunk of butter. I'm going to say a tablespoonful of butter, but I never measure it. I just kind of eyeball it is what I'm going to say. And that is a drizzle of olive oil. You can put 1 or 2 tablespoonfuls. And I'm going to put in all of those onions. So what we're going to do first is caramelize the onions. And then what I'm going to show you with this one, well, probably I'm getting carried away with myself here now, Raymond. We'll caramelize the onions, and then we'll show you 3 recipes that we're going to be putting this into. But I'm going to make also with, while we got the hot onions in the pan, we're going to make a delicious onion gravy. And of course, who don't like gravy? So let this start frying, and I'm going to go back to my counter. So now, while our caramelized onions are frying, of course, they'll be, say, 10-15 minutes, and depending on the frying pan you're using, and on a medium heat is good. You don't want it to burn. I'm going to season that again. I'm going to season that in a few minutes with some salt, pepper, and onion powder. So we got the onions, we got the onion powder, and we're also going to be using in this recipe, these recipes today, is green onions. So we're going to have a real nice flavor of onions. So I got here in advance some caramelized onions. I put in a bottle, let it come to room temperature, and popped it in the fridge. You can keep that in there up to a week and use it for whatever recipe you want. Today, see how nice it seals? I'm going to be using it for a cold caramelized onion dip, a hot cream cheese caramelized onion dip, and a gravy. So now how good is that? You can eat this.
3 meals in one.
Three recipes in one. And like you said, the dips you can keep up to a week as well. Eat on it as you want. But the hot one you're going to serve piping hot with, of course, whatever condiment you want. I will share with you what I'm going to use. So right now I'm going to be putting in about 1/2 cup to a cup of caramelized onion into my bowl to start the first recipe and get back there and season those onions. So now I'm just showing you pretty much how to make this recipe, but you can make this as much as you like. You can put as much as you want of the caramelized onions. As you can see, absolutely delicious. You can eat that just right out of the jar, put it in a sandwich.
Fill your boots.
Fill your boots, yes. We got here, so that's our caramelized onions in there. We got a cup of sour cream, anywhere from a half a cup to a cup, depending on how much you want to make, into the bowl. I'm going to have 2 tablespoonfuls of mayo. You can also use Miracle Whip. And I'm going to be saying a pinch of onion powder, a pinch of salt. Because we're using the salt and pepper, we're going to be using it in our fried onions. You still need a pinch, and we would say anywhere from a little bit in your finger to a quarter of a cup. And we're going to also be putting in there 1 stick of green onion. Now let's get back and season those onions in that cast iron frying pan. Now I just get excited every time that I get the opportunity to use my dad's cast iron frying pan. And you know, this frying pan, I'm going to say, is 60 years old or more.
Yeah.
Probably older. I mean, I'm going 60, it could be 70. And every day that I got it, I just thank the Lord that it's still working fine. I'm going to be putting here a pinch of that onion powder, bring out that onion flavor in there, a pinch of black pepper, and a pinch of sea salt. Now at this point, we just want to caramelize these onions. You can build on other flavors if you want to as you go, but this is just until you get these onions soft and tender and nice and golden brown. So I'm going to let that feel the love there, and back to making our cold caramelized dip, onion dip. And after you put everything in there like that, I'm going to put about a tablespoonful of olive oil into this mixture, and now I'm going to stir it around. So now all we need to do there now is just stir this around. Now if you wanted to make it where you don't see the onions in there and they're just blended in, you could mix this in your I guess your food processor, and that would break it down.
Oh, yeah.
Nice and small. But I want those onion chunks in there, eh, Raymond? Like you know, that way when you scoop it up onto a cracker or a chip or whatever, you got that taste there. So now at this point, you can just go. Have a little taste. To me, that's perfect. You can add in there other seasonings of choice, but I want this one just to have the onion flavor. Now I'm going to put that in a fancy bowl and get back to our caramelized onions.
And I'll get you some more tissues.
So that it won't be crying.
Time.
So pretty much now I'm just going to scrape that into this bowl and have that there now for when we decide to have just a few, Raymond would say, snacky foods with it. And of course, I just got a small amount made there. You could double and triple that. The onions would stay the same, half a cup to a cup, but you could put lots of sour cream and mayo and all of these seasonings. So on top of there, I'm going to show you one more thing to put on this to jazz it up, but I need to get back to those caramelized onions. So now what I'm going to do is take out those caramelized onions. They got a little bit of scorching on it there now because
Busy.
yeah, we're just going back and forth. But like you said, normally I would make a whole bunch of this and call it a day and have it for all of these things. And the reason why I'm taking it out, I want to put in there some flour. I'm going to put about 2 tablespoonfuls of flour. I'm going to put some more olive oil in there just to bring it along. And this here, we're going to make our gravy. So pretty much all you're going to do there now is toss in gradually about about 2 cups of vegetable broth or beef broth or whatever you got available. And usually I got my own made, but right now today I'm grabbing whatever staple is out of the cupboard to put in here. So pretty much you're going to mix this up. I want to make a little bit more, so about 2 cups of your broth into this. My gosh, Raymond, what a lovely smell.
I know.
You're just gonna you're just gonna be loving this today, I know.
You can't go wrong with the gravy.
No. A tablespoonful of Worcestershire sauce, and then those caramelized onions back into it with the rest of all of that flavor. So now I'm going to stir those onions in there. Now can you just see, making yourself a nice drop of homemade gravy that you could use for anything. Put this in a mason jar.
Can you picture homemade French fries now, or
gosh.
chips as I call them,
Right?
dollar chips?
You know you can, Raymond.
Yeah, a good old sandwich.
Mashed potatoes. Make this in bulk, put it in your freezer up to a week. How good is that? So now we're going to go back to our cold caramelized onion dip. So what I'm going to do here now, just to garnish this dip, so we could use it, fancy it up, I'm going to say. I don't need a big old red pepper, but I'm going to take some of this red pepper out of this bottle. And what we can do is take another little small amount of those green onions, red onions, and then put a little taste of the red roasted pepper on the top, and serve this with a big old bowl of chips or tacos, and your guest is going to love it. So this is with the caramelized onions. Now let's talk about the next one. You're going to love it. This smells amazing. I'm going to put this one off to the side because we're going to show you all of this after when we're finished making it. But what we're going to do now is make a hot caramelized onion cream cheese, or caramelized cream cheese onion dip. 1 block of cream cheese, and I got the soft one so it's easy to blend. So I'm going to show you that now. I'm going to use my mixer for this one because it'll blend everything together. So now I hope you're all excited for making this caramelized onion dishes today, because you know I'm excited showing it to you. I got these big old garlic chunks here. I'm just going to take 1 clove of it and add to this recipe. But right now what I will do after I cut that up is get my mixer here and blend this cream cheese, soften it up a little. 1 chunk of garlic off to the side. You can't see what I'm doing there, but I'm going to press it into this cream cheese, and you can put more if you want to, depending on how you like it. Do you like more of a garlic flavor? But I don't want to take it away from the onion flavor. I just want to blend and build those flavors. Again, a pinch of that onion powder, pinch of black pepper, and a pinch of the sea salt. So now with that said, we're going to be putting in there 1/2 cup to a cup of sour cream or plain yogurt. Now you can use also the plain yogurt for the cold dip if you didn't want to use sour cream. And 2 tablespoonfuls of the mayo, 1 or 2 tablespoonfuls of mayo, I'm going to say. And now we're going to blend this together. Okay, so take that out there. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to also, just look how nice and creamy this is. So delicious. I can just eat this dip like it is without even warming it. But I'm going to tell you, when you cook this down, you are going to wish you had this dip a lot longer. So again, 1 or 2, 1/2 cup to a cup of the caramelized onions into this bowl. And now I'll show you what's next. I'll get these 2 bowls ready. Now I'm going to add in there about 1 tablespoonful of olive oil. Now the reason for the 2 bowls, you could use 1 baking dish, or you can use 2 separate baking dishes. In our case, Raymond is running with 1 with his plate of whatever, chips or tacos or the naan bread, and I'm running with the other. But I like to have it in 2 separate dishes so that I can serve it that way if we got company. So now what I'm going to do is blend this as well in with my blender. Now I got some cleaning to do there and all over the place really. I'm going to be tossing in there as well is some of those green onions. I'm going to keep a couple for a garnish now for after. And what I'm going to do now, I'm going to mix this in by hand and clean off these little mixer
That'll be my
things.
job.
Yeah, and then I'm going to show you that. That's the best I can do
Yeah,
there.
I'll just, I'll wash them there now.
Oh,
yeah.
you're going to clean them?
Yeah.
I can see.
I think I'll just use a spoon to clean some of that off before I put it down in the dishwasher.
You know you're going to, Raymond.
Oh boy, do whatever tastes good.
So now what we're going to do while he's having a little lunch, I'm going to, this is a cup of shredded cheese. Raymond got me excited. I'm going to just to fold this into the mixture, leaving a half a cup for putting over the top. So that's all you need to do there. Now just look at this. This here you can spoon like it is, too good to eat. Now Raymond, I got to have a taste just to see, am I happy with this? Oh my gosh, Raymond.
Yeah, I know. That definitely makes it 2 thumbs up.
Drop the spoon, delicious. So now what we're doing now, you can, I'm putting it in 2 bowls, but you can put it in more than 2. You can separate it or put it in one big round serving bowl that is good for baking as well. And that way when you take it out of the oven, you can serve it. What we need here is you can bake it in the oven on a 350 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm going to pass you the spoon, Raymond. You can clean that one for me as well.
Already.
350 degree.
I love this job.
You do, don't you? 350 degree Fahrenheit preheated oven, or you could put it in your air fryer and bake it there. It would be quicker, and it's probably what I'm going to do today. I'm going to toss over the top so you know that it's a caramelized onion dip. You put extra onion for that flavor. We're going to top with some more cheese, because man oh man, you are not going to be sorry about that. And a little heaping of that caramelized onion on the top. I know, you're probably saying, now what is she doing? She is like just going all out. And I'm even going to put there some already cooked bacon bits just to add in that extra love. Now let me tell you more about this dish, but this is it. 2 thumbs up and drop the spoon, delicious. So now I'm going to pop these into my oven, air fryer, whatever you got available. And then I'm going to show you what they look like when they come out. And we'll put all this together and have a little taste. Yum. So now I'm just going to take this gravy off. Actually, I'm going to pass Raymond a little taste, because he
get that.
He's been trying to get over there to this gravy and I wouldn't let him. So now I'm going to pour it into our gravy bowl and then take it over to the counter and go get the dip. So now our caramelized onion cheese dip is baked.
That was a good one. Say that 3 times.
I said to Raymond, now I'm only going to say this once because it's going to be a tongue twister, but pretty much, you know what I mean.
Good job, I get that.
Thank you. So now, after displaying that delicious dip, hot dip, I'm just going to call it a hot dip, but you know what it is. And I got some hash browns there. Raymond wanted French fries, but I said, no, this is busy enough today. Yes. We are just going to have the gravy over some hash browns, and he's going to love that. I'm just going to give you a little drizzle here, Raymond. Get some of that caramelized onions in there, like that. Let's put this up. And now we're going to show you that hot dip and put a little bit of stuff, this cold dip over those chips, and this is it. This is your 3 delicious caramelized onion recipes. Now, can you see yourself today making this delicious hot dip and putting it down for yourself, or if you got company? I want some of that cheese too. Am I going to burn my face off now with this, Raymond? This is that one. I'm just going to put it right here. And over it to the side, I'm going to take a taste of the cold dip. Yum. We also got a little taste tester over on the side there. Look.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Yeah.
So I'm going to take one of the peppers, some of that onion, caramelized onion, and the dip. And now we're going to have a little taste. Yum.
Toast. Do good to eat?
Yum. So now this was our cold dip one. Yum. And I know my little buddy over there, she enjoyed it as well. Okay.
I'm not going to say a word. Not a word.
Drop the bread. Delicious. How good is that? My gosh. Raymond, I'm going to take one dip. You take the other dip. And our sweet granddaughter is going to take the cold dip. She's waiting for that one.
I know. While I'm going, I have to.
I got to get a napkin. 2 thumbs up. One's full of the dip. Yum. Raymond's not going to tell me if I got anything on my face. So I can't trust to him. But anyway, this is our 3, well actually really 4, because it's the caramelized onions, our gravy, our cold dip, our hot dip. This is all delicious recipes that you can make any time of the year. Most certainly if you've got a special occasion, you want to prepare for a party, family get together, boom, you got this made in no time. Caramelize your onions, put it in a bottle, keep it in your fridge, take it out as you need it. As much as you want, as less as you want. This is it. Our recipe is going to be posted in under this video. It ought to be an arrow pointing down or say more. You can also visit us on our Facebook page. Drop by to our website, www.bonita'skitchen.com, or send me a message at bonita'skitchen@gmail.com.
And you know, one quick thing there, Bonita. It's almost like Bonita's Kitchen. Full meal deal.
Oh, it is.
You get it like whatever you want.
Whatever you want to do.
Tickle, as old people would say, tickle your fancy.
Tickle your fancy, right? Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say this is it. It's as good as it gets. We as well want to do a big old shout out to our paid members. Thank you so much for supporting Bonita's Kitchen. We so appreciate it. To all of our subscribers, we are celebrating our 11th year now, and we are so excited that you guys are all a part of it. And we welcome our new subscribers. Thank you again for supporting Bonita's Kitchen. Before I go, of course, I want to do also a big shout out to our new cookbook. I know it's been streaming now for the last couple of months, but I want to let you know that it's still available, and Raymond will share that website with you, and also through Boulder Books, and our custom made aprons by Walnut Gear. Raymond will as well share those links with you. So that's it. On behalf of myself,
And of course, me.
Raymond, our beautiful granddaughter, behind the scenes there, and our team, from our kitchen to yours.
You have a wonderful day.
Toodaloo.
Toodaloo. Bye-bye.
Join us by the sea. A journey in culinary. Always an open door. Bonita's Kitchen to yours. Bonita's Kitchen.